Hi, I'm Sarah Nickerson. I'm a psychic medium intuitive, and I like to focus on development for people who are interested because I think everybody can do this stuff. I think everybody can get to know their psychic self, see their mediumship abilities, get in touch with their intuition, and even healing. I don't think this is abnormal for a human being to be able to do this stuff. I think it's just we're not used to it in our society. I think there's a reframing that we have to do and a possibility of it even being a thing in order for you to be able to see it for yourself and to own it. Own it. It could be yours. And so I do that with my podcast, Next Gen Medium Podcast, and with my website, nextgenmedium.com. And I also do development session as well to help people individually on their own path. And my whole deal is to help guide you, help mentor you, get you to the point where I can set you off and you can be free and do your own thing. And it's all about finding your own truth and seeing this stuff for yourself. And that develops your own truth. And so one of the things I like to do is I like to go to Reddit and see what people are talking about. In this particular video, I really like it. I think it's great because there's a lot of great things in here, little things in here that I want to talk about. So we're going to the subreddit Psychic, and we're going to user Interesting T 7022. This wasn't posted too long ago. Right. So this is titled First Psychic Experience, Skeptic to Believer. There's a lot of great things in here, and I want to be as thorough as possible. Hey, first Reddit post. Welcome to Reddit. Welcome to, probably for the sub, right? Well, welcome to the sub. You are welcome to talk about your experience. And I'm really stoked to read about it. Okay, first Reddit post. Jumped on to share my experience. My world was rocked today. My closest buddy had a visit with a local astrologer a couple weeks ago with one of his friends. He enjoyed the experience and recommended it. I was open to trying it. Naturally skeptical and cynical about many things in life, I did a research binge before I went to visit the astrologer. I learned all about psychic reading tactics, cold readings, hot readings. I learned who Gellar and Hyman were. I also have a degree in psychology, and I'm very familiar with possible psychological tactics that might be employed on me. Within a half hour, this astrologer hit so many incredible points of truth regarding my life. It was beyond the Barnum-Forer effect. What is that? And it wasn't general information. It was incredibly specific detail regarding my past, present, and future. I said nothing at all. Did not react. Was wearing everyday clothes, but a colorful t-shirt, relatively blank facial expression purposefully. He was accurate about my past breakup leading to a massive life change, that he knew about my research binge the night before, and that I'm the type of person to do that sort of thing, even though I said nothing and reacted not at all. He had a stack of tarot cards from the shuffled deck. He took the next three cards and lined them up. They all had warriors with swords on them. He said, "This could have been your life, but not anymore." I was rejected from the Navy OCS program 2 weeks ago. I told my buddy days ago that I was a skeptic. He shared with me his experience and that the astrologer told him who he was in his past life. I told my friend the one thing that would shake my world is that if he somehow told me that I was a sailor in a past life. My last name is similar to sailor in Italian. My Italian bloodline had come from a past line of sailors. It's why I had the thought to join the Navy. He said it. He fucking told me that in my previous life I had drowned in water. My ship sank and I drowned. There are more things he got correct, even though I did not give him any clues. I wrote them all down after my session, still processing this experience, quite certainly in a form of shock. Is this normal? Thoughts? What the fuck? Psychic scarily accurate, now freaked out. Okay. This sounds like, first of all, a great experience that you had. And I want to get the name of this guy you saw. Where do I start with this? First of all, being skeptical going into a reading is perfectly normal. Me being a psychic medium intuitive, and I come across someone and want to see their process, there is sort of a couple things I look out for. I'm open to the experience, which is all that is asked when you go to an astrologer or a psychic or an intuitive or a medium or whatever. But it's also expected there to be skepticism. Whether I'm doing the reading, I'm expecting the person I'm reading to be skeptical, or if I'm being read, like I'm going to be skeptical of this person's ability, of how they're actually doing things, because I don't want to be duped. So I totally get that. You put a lot of time into the process of testing this person, it sounds like. But it sounds like this person is right on with their trust in their ability, and it didn't phase them too much, it sounds like. So sounds like a great person to have an experience with. So good for you. I would say there's a lot of accuracies there. You're going to go through a process where you're going to look back on stuff and you're going to feel like, well, maybe I'm thinking about this situation, how the astrologer alluded to it. Maybe I'm thinking, maybe I'm giving more possibility to the interpretation than I should. You're going to do a lot of bouncing around with that. I would say what you should take out of this experience is how you feel. Because what was supposed to transpire is the way that you're feeling right now. It's not what's added to your truth at this point. Are you all of a sudden really open-minded to the possibility of this being true? This person who does not know you, who is able to say all these things that make you feel like, without a shadow of a doubt, there is something going on here. How does that make you feel? And then what's your next step? Do you want to be a part of it? Are you going to be reading all the books about it, or are you actually going to participate and find this stuff out for yourself? I think that's kind of where you are. Why are you in shock? Because you're seeing the possibility of this world being real. I think the next shock that you're going to receive is that you can be a part of it too. So, totally normal to freak out about it. I think through the years, I've had little hints. I never maybe had a reading like you did where it just hit me over the head like a frying pan. But I think there's enough that's built up over the years of the mediums and psychics that I went to where I felt like there could be something here, but nothing's sending me over the edge of committing to this being real, until I took an introduction to mediumship course, and within an hour and a half, 2 hours, started seeing that I was capable of doing this stuff. And that's when my journey took a completely different turn, and that shock was with me for a couple days, but also my spiritual awakening followed after that. So I am curious to know if there's a possibility that you could be on the verge of that spiritual awakening with this shock that you're going through, because it really is an acceptance of possibility. And that's all that's really needed to start venturing into the spirit world, spirituality, getting to know what's in there, but really finding your truth. So those are my thoughts. I think you're right on with your skepticism. The amount of effort that you put into that, I applaud you. I don't like that you put cynical in there. I understand why you would put cynical in there. I get that. But hopefully now you can go into this feeling less cynical, but actually trying to capture this truth that was exposed to you, in maybe getting more readings or venturing into this yourself. All right, there you go. Interesting tea 7022. Those are my thoughts. And yeah, if you have an experience like this, or if you want to experience, I do readings myself, and you can schedule them on my website, nextgenmedium.com. I also do development and reading sessions together, which I didn't even think of putting together until someone said, hey, why don't you do this together? I would like to have both of those things. So go to my website and you can schedule that. Yeah, please hit the subscribe button to be notified when my next video comes up for this Reddit Answers vlog stuff that I do with my Next Gen Medium stuff. And like the video if this information helps you understand a little bit clearer the world of soul abilities, if this added something to your truth, if this gives you a little bit of inspiration. That's what this world is all about. Being inspired, feeling happy, having gratitude and appreciation. So give me a little bit of appreciation and hit that like button. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.